Give it for Josh Jalil, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise. Yeah. Give it for President Comedy, ladies and gentlemen, not in the comedy contest. Go to joshjalil.com, ladies and gentlemen. He does shorts all the time. In fact, he has a video of him going to the grocery store trying to buy eggs, I believe it is, in his underwear.
Yes,
it is fucking hilarious. So check that out, ladies and gentlemen, at joshjalil.com. Did our mic go out?
Yeah.
You back? You back?
Yeah.
All right, all right. So give it over time for Josh Jalil, ladies and gentlemen. Sam, you ready for your next comic?
I'm ready.
Are you guys ready for your next comic?
Yeah.
How about you guys? Our young adult section over here. You guys ready? Don't they seem so reserved over here? They seem like a bunch of young Republicans over here, right? She's like, hell no, fuck that. Fuck the comedy. You guys ready for a comedy show? Keep it going? The laughter, the energy, you got it going? Yeah! Make some noise for Ernest Stone.
Yeah, let's make some noise for the other comics. Give them a hand. It takes a lot of courage to get up here. And so, you know those like cars that have like the full car advertisements? Like they have, you know, like whatever, blah, 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 call 1-800. I saw the strangest one today. Not really, but for the purpose of the joke, it was today. And what happened was it said, I'm a gigantic douchebag that dropped out of high school, and now I get off on keeping other people down because of it. Have you seen this one? It's going around? Well, okay, it also is black and white and it says LAPD on it, so you might want to keep an eye out for that one. But in all seriousness, no, I used to actually want to be a cop for a while. I actually think it's a pretty honorable profession, but the thing is like, you know, people are like, you know, why stand up? Like, why is that the logical progression from being a cop? And I mean, I can't really answer that, but I will say this. I think I've run into more crackheads and like suicidal rapists at open mics than I ever would have doing like undercover at the LAPD in Crenshaw. So I've got like a nice cross demographic. It's a very easy transition. But and because I do stand-up, like it's not something that a lot of people do. It's really hard actually. And I feel like when I talk to people about it, I'm like, you know, like that first friend you have that has sex in high school and like everyone wants to ask him about it? I feel like it's the exact same conversation when I'm talking about stand-up. Someone will be like, how was it? You know, like we all want to know. And then I'll be like, you know what? I'm not going to lie. It was kind of disappointing. I didn't do a very good job. This could have been a lot better, right? And then like they keep asking me over and over, you know, like week in, I'm like, yeah, I did it 10 more times. And you know what? Like I see where it's going, but like still, like it's really lacking. Right? And like now I've been doing open mics for like, you know, I think this is like my 10th open mic, and like I have to tell you, I'm pretty sure that like it just sucks all the time, and I'm really disappointed in it. I have a couple characters I like to work on, and I call this one Inside the Comedian. Men and women are different. Thank you. So, I'm not a big, like, stereotype person. You know, there's a lot of jokes about it. That's kind of like the easy way to delve into comedy. But sometimes one stereotype gets in the way of another one, and that's always really interesting. Like, because this is North Hollywood, like, we're all from the suburbs, like my friends and I, and so even, like, a neighborhood like North Hollywood, people think is really seedy and disgusting, and they're like, you know, I can't believe you made it out alive, man, right? And so I used to live in SF with my friend Josh, and, you know, he's a really rich kid from Tarzana. He lives up in the hills. And he told me this story about, he was on the bus, right? He goes, Ernie, I was on the bus, right? And what happened was I was on my iPhone, and these two huge black guys get on the bus, and they're all tatted up, and they're looking right at me, and I can tell they're looking right at my iPhone, right? And I'm like, okay. And so he goes, they sit down, and then one of them puts his arm around the other one. They were gay. And I'm like, how the fuck does that mean they still can't steal your iPhone? Like, what kind of shit is that? Like just because they're gay? Like, that's even worse. Like, what the fuck is that all about? Anyway, so, anywho, I'd like to call a volunteer to the audience. Does anyone want to volunteer? You know what? I'm out of high school. I've been out of high school for 3 years, so I don't care that you guys are hot. So one of you guys is going to come up here and embarrass yourself. Let's do this.
Did you go to his house?
No, I didn't. You guys look familiar though, but one of you guys is coming up here right now, so let's do it. Let's do it. Nobody's going. Nobody's going. Let's do it. do it. Come on. All right. How many of you folks are familiar with the Pixie song, Where Is My Mind?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Enough people. All right. Okay, I want you to go like this. Ooh. Stop. It's the first 15 seconds of the Pixie song, Where Is My Mind? Everyone get it? All right, nobody listens to the Pixies. Okay. All right, you're done. You're off. Thank you. Have a great day. That was wonderful. Let's give it up for her. So, let's see. I have another character I'd like to do for you guys. It's called Mr. Relatability, okay? And like, I worked really hard on this, and like, the key to being a good stand-up comedian is getting the audience to go like, oh, I know what he did there. Like, I've been there before. And so this one I call Mr. Relatability. How many of you guys here drive a Geo? Hey! All right, thank you. That's Mr. Relatability. Thank you very much. You know, like, I actually got this DVD for Dark Knight. I'm really stoked for the new Batman movie coming out. And you know when they have, like, the warning about the interviews and commentary? They're like, you know, in no way do the opinions in this commentary reflect the views of 20th Century Fox. Like, what the hell are they saying in those interviews that makes them fucking use that disclaimer? Like, I've never seen, like, you know, I have Inception. I've never seen, like, Nolan be like, yeah, you know what? We would have made the movie 2 years earlier, but those fucking Mexicans just couldn't get shit done. You know? I feel like those disclaimers are like that guy in your literature class that, like, starts off with, like, a call me crazy, but the sky is blue today. Am I right? Like, that's one of those. Anywho, thank you guys for listening to me. I've been Ernest Stone.